going on, guys? Doc's in here. We got Bob in here. You guys hear me all right? Oh, nice, Doc. Doc, I saw you lost some of your stuff on the trip, your belongings. Did you end up giving it back at all? Here's that better, Doc? Radar, what's going on? I'm going to get on my other camera here in a minute. Let me just get some... I'm standing up here trying to get this stuff organized. Yeah. Not that I'm completely behind, but I'm always running a little behind here, guys. How's everybody doing on this Thursday? For some reason, these E-units do not like my isolated rail for the signal tower. They get a little wonky on there. George, what's going on, George? Just moving engines around right now. As of right now, I don't have nothing set up on the inner loop. Doc says, have you seen the New York Central unit painted like that up in Boston, New Jersey? I've actually not seen this, Doc. I know they have it. But no, I have not seen it. Jeremy, I did not see your Polar Express idea, but my Polar Express is packed up right now in the boxes, so it would have been a very little difficult to get that out. Jeremy's actually been pretty sick the past week. Good to see him on here. He wasn't doing too well. Oh, he said Booton instead of Boston. I don't understand it. These E8s do not like my layout. I do not know why. Actually, no, I can't blame that on there. Uncle Salty, what's going on? This milk cart jumped the track over here. Never fails, guys. Always something. Yeah, Doc, that could be the problem. Maybe I run them too slow. Newt, what's going on? Yeah, I got my Joker's Train shirt on tonight. We got Woodnot in here. What's going on, Woodnot? Chooch, sleeves. I'm just having some technical difficulties, guys. Nothing new. Yes, I do. If you don't mind. Grab me a beer, please. You gotta use the hand switcher every once in a while. We'll get this thing hooked up to the back of this train. We'll get this train going. Slag Cat, what's going on? So you guys think I run my trains too slow? Radar says don't forget to hit that like button. Last time we did it, did it live. I cleaned my tracks, so we should see if it helps at all. Darren, what's going on? Don't worry, guys. You didn't miss nothing yet. We're just getting set up here. PR Archon says no such thing as too slow. Like I said, for some reason, these E8s do not like the isolated rail. They get a little crazy on them. But I have noticed, like Doc was saying, if I run them a little faster, I usually don't have the problem. So, oh, I didn't even see Sam come in here. What's going on, Sam? I don't know if you guys seen Sam's bridge that he's been working on, but it's looking pretty good. All right, let's get this thing moving. See if we can get around the layout without having a problem here. Yeah, Sam, that's what Lauren always says, that I don't ever show any switching. So usually I don't show it because it usually causes issues. We'll find out here if these are going to behave or not real quick. Patrick Cookson says he loves the switcher. Nice to have you in here, Pat. I don't think I've ever seen you in here before. Welcome to the live. Yeah, see, they seem to be all right now. We'll see. I can already tell that Texas milk car is not liking that switch over there. It's got the hops. The milk cars, the Lionel's milk cars do have like coupling issues. I think it's actually that Pennsylvania Railroad milk car that's giving the issue, actually. All right. Let's get the other camera going here. Which I think I'm gonna have to stop that the next time it comes around and check that out. But I don't know if you can hear it right now. Like when those diesels come across there, I get a ton of chatter. It's the PRR reefer. It jumped the track just now. Yeah, Angler. For some reason that car does not like that switch right there. Which we're gonna solve that problem right here. It's coming off the layout. 2 strikes and you're out. I just hit the 2 strikes. It's done. But like I said, the milk cars, I know Lionel had issues with their milk cars, and I know the couplers are a little weird, and for some reason, which I think that's a custom run car actually, but that's the only one that really gives me a bunch of issues. See what I mean? Like, look, it doesn't even want to run couple from here. Like, it's janky. We'll see if that fixes the problem. All the other ones seem to work fine, Ohio. That one there is just the problem child. Which I don't know why. but it's going in timeout. Oh, trying to break it. All right. Looking good, ZZ Top. Dude, I'll take that over looking like an Amish guy. That's what I usually get called by Lauren. Rail Chief, what's up? Yeah, I'm going to have to look into the couplers on that one. For some reason, it's not happy. So we got the M1 on the upper loop, pulling some Atlas and Weaver troop cars, which I'm sure most of you guys know that Atlas is rerunning these troop cars. So if you want one, now is your chance to get them at a good price, plus for new ones. And the lower loop, we got the Lionel New York Central E8s with the milk train. Yeah, Ohio, I know. It's that one there is like my worst one. I have all the other ones seem to be fine, but that one there like is really causing a binding issue. The coupler is actually, I don't know if you guys can see. I'll put it up next to the camera, see if you can see it, but the claw couplers on these actually they don't look right. Like, look, the coupler looks funky. I don't know if you can see it, how well you can see it, but like it's, I don't know. Something doesn't look right with these. At least that one. Doc said he knows somebody on Train Bid that has a lot of military cars for sale. Like the troop cars, Doc, or like the Army flats? What kind of stuff's he got? I put a thing up on, well, my live post I put up on Instagram today. I just put up if anyone wanted to see something, and somebody said the Mint E8s. So that's why I threw them on the layout tonight. The M1, I just haven't ran it in a little while, so I think I like that. It's a nice looking engine, so I figured that'd be a nice one to run. Doc said that they're Army flats with different vehicles. So if anybody's looking for some Army flats, go check it out. Yeah, dude, I agree. There's definitely something wrong with that coupler. It's not normal. All the other ones look all right. That one on the Farm Fresh dairy car looks a little droopy. Like Doc was saying, I think you actually can go see those E8s. Yeah, Dawn, that's exactly what that's doing. Actually, it's too tight, and it's like what not letting it. It like binds up instead of letting it swing, and then once it binds, it just catches and obviously derails. Unfortunately, I got somebody that sent me something from eBay, and I don't know whose number it is. I'm guessing this is probably Bloody Mary Jake, but Wild Mary Jake, not Bloody Mary. I don't know who else it would be. I know Jake's always on the lookout for deals and stuff. If I had to guess, let's see what this is. Oh, what are they? It's a tank flat. Sherman tank flat. So the news said he's looking at Katie's live stream on Insta. Third Rail J is on, and this dude with Katie hasn't let Jay get a word in. Don, what part do you file? I think I. Now that you say that, I think I remember somebody else saying something about that. Honestly, I was supposed to have another camera, but that didn't work out as planned. I got one from eBay that was supposed to be unlocked, and I got it, and of course it wasn't unlocked, so it has to go back. Good call. That was almost a bad one there. Thanks for the heads up, Ohio. That could that would have been bad. We probably would have had trains on the falling off the upper loop. Now that just happened, I think that car has given me issues in the past with that coupler. Yeah, Patrick. Ohio just saved me on that one. The back of the claw where the claw mates with the next car's claw. Okay. It was close there, and I only had about. If I wouldn't have pushed those cars, it was probably about a couple inches from hitting the back of that train. That would have been horrible. I'm glad Ohio said something, because if not, I would have never. I wouldn't have got that. That's the only downside to the upper loop. Like you kind of got to be paying attention because the things like that. Unless you want to have trains on the fall off the top. I gotta switch that car around. I forgot all about that coupler giving me issues. It must not be too far behind, Doc, because that's only one lap. Not even a lap. Yeah, I think this isn't. I'm pretty sure that's an Atlas car. But Ohio's definitely saved the day there on that one. How many of you guys tuned into Tattoo Mike's stream last night? Now I'm worried. Dawn, that possibly could have happened right there, honestly. If Ohio wouldn't have said something, there's a good chance we would have seen that. I unfortunately missed his stream last night. My daughter broke her arm yesterday in gym class, so I wasn't available for Mike's live, unfortunately. This is the second time that she's done this too. So this is two. She broke both arms at school within a 2-year period. Yeah, dude, she's doing all right. Lauren took her right to Children's yesterday, and thanks, Pat. It wasn't as bad of a break as the last one that she had. The last one was like a pretty serious break. It was still broke, but both bones are actually broke, like right around this area here. But it was not as bad of a break. Thanks, Corey. How you doing? We got Corey in here tonight, guys. No, Dawn, we got lucky. Even the last time it was a severe break, and she lucked out with not having to get surgery. I thought for sure that one was possibly going to be. Here she comes. She's coming on the steps right now. But the last one was a bad break. It didn't look good at all. She took it like a champ. I guess the gym teacher called Lauren today, and said to me I didn't cry or anything. He also told her that she's probably tougher than most of the boys there. Yeah, it definitely was a change of events yesterday for the day. You gonna show your cast off?
Hmm?
Show your cast.
Why?
Newt said you're supposed to break other kids' bones, not your own. So yeah, it turned out to be an interesting day, to say the least, yesterday. B&O, what's going on? She must be able to take pain pretty good because the last one, like I said, it was broke really good, and she barely cried that
I
time.
didn't even cry once.
Newt said you got a B&O blue. Yeah, B&O or Reading and Northern blue. We're calling rail blue. Stackman. Jeremy said good pick with the blue, Lauren or Mia.
I'm not really bumping the blue again, so I would like.
George, that's not a bad idea. You want to put a sticker on it?
I did put a sticker.
Not my train sticker.
No! How big is it?
Pretty big.
Okay then.
Thomas and his trains. Thank you. I appreciate that. Lauren, I don't know if you guys heard Lauren. Lauren said you could put race sticker on there. It would fit. It's smaller. Thank you for that. That's awesome. Mia, keep an eye on that upper loop train. We already had it disconnect once. And almost caused a crash. What are you doing over there? Speak up for a little bit. Don't be falling off the chair now. Don't fall out of the chair, please. Newt, I'm tougher than you think, Newt. Thomas and his trains, I mean, I'm sure you guys are all aware of it, but he always sells some really cool graffiti cars. Make sure you guys go check out his Instagram and his webpage. If you want something with graffiti on it, though, Dawn, she's right-handed, so it's the left arm this time. The last time it was her right. It was her right arm last time. Andrew, how are you? Good evening. Thanks for stopping by. I got Jake on the hunt for something. He doesn't even know what it is, so it must be. It's a rare engine. It's actually a New York Central, B&O. Corey said he posted 4 of his cars on his page. And Jeremy said he also has some awesome merch. I would agree, Nude. He came in hot. He's doing good. What's up, literally? Literally Many Projects got a real nice Instagram page, and he does a lot of really cool 3D printed and I don't know what the wood printers would be considered, but like he does like bridges and all kinds of stuff. No, you're good, B&O. I mean, it looks like a Penn Central. I mean, it's probably essentially a Penn Central color. And if you can't see, I don't know how great you can see it on the camera, but you guys that are tuning in, you guys missed it. We almost had a catastrophic crash. One of the troop cars broke loose, and thankfully somebody in the chat saved it, or we would have had.
Where did you get all these like army things?
Huh?
Where did you get all these army things from?
Just bought them over time. They're hard to find, so it just took me a while to find all of them.
I don't really know how things.
Yeah, Jeremy, laser cut. Yeah, he actually does like the upper loops and the bridges and buildings, and it looks really good. Really nice stuff. No problem, Thomas. If you guys want a different camera angle or spot, let me know. I can move it around.
You should put one up here.
Yeah, I had one up there.
You did.
No, I did. A live stream. I got another person. I got somebody else sending me trains. I actually made my first engine purchase of the year. Didn't get it yet, but no, Jeremy, I don't got no special guest this week. If any of you guys want to hop on for a little bit, or got any new items you want to show off or show your layout off, more than welcome to hop on. I didn't even decide to do this live until this morning, actually. But with everything going on, I wasn't sure if I was going to do one. Pat, the lower layout, which goes from here to there, what I say is like the main table. And then I got like a little area over there, but it's about it's like a 5x9, that main table, and then the upper loop. Hold on, the upper loop is it's an 072 back curve, and then there's probably 5 straightaways, and then the other 072 loop. I don't.
Why don't you put an angle over there?
Where?
Like right where.
Thomas, Newt wants to know if you are coming to York. I don't really have. I mean, I can put a camera there, but it's not the easiest place to put a. I did a really good overview of my layout, Pat. It's probably about 2 months old, but if you go on there, like I show everything from like the all those different little sidings that I have. Like behind me here, you can see there's like a siding area over here, and then there's a power plant area over there. But it shows it a lot more, and sometimes like not that it's hard to show it on live streams, but it's a lot easier to show it in like the video shows a lot of it and the different things on it.
Is Tom back from vacation yet?
Doc said he just put in for vacation days. Doc, does that mean you're going to be there Monday through Sunday? Yeah, Pat, my main table is definitely a smaller layout. The outer loop's only 048 and the inner loop's 036. And even at that size there, it takes up layouts take up a lot of room. Newt, here's your answer. Not sure if he'll make it in the spring, but he's definitely going to be there in the fall. Oh, Doc's going to be off Monday through Sunday. I'll be there Thursday and Friday. I'm not all week. I've always heard people talk about the bandit meets. I've never been to one before. For anybody that's new to the chat, which I doubt there's not many people new, but if you are happening to go to York in the spring or even in the fall, make sure you stop by the Lower Susquehanna Club and check out their layout. Oh, look at this. So, Sleeves, does that mean you're going to be at the spring York show? This is new news. B&O's dimensions are the same as mine, but your layout's a lot bigger than mine, I think, from watching your videos. I'm pretty sure it is, actually. Oh, we got Ben's Trains in here. What's up, Ben? Newt saying Jeremy's not going, so it might not even be worth going this year. George is saying that's where he sets up, is at the Bandit meets. Ben's Trains will be there in the fall. Ben, congratulations on getting on the news. That was pretty cool. Oh, and Sleeves is going. This is pretty cool. Are you riding out with Mike Sleeves? I know, Sam. What are you going to do without Jeremy being there? Exactly, B&O. I feel like it'll probably be extremely busy on Thursday. That's whenever I'll be there. Doc says, wait till you see the progress, Ben. Sorry I missed you, Corey. I don't know what day you went, but I was there on Thursday. Pat, the funny thing is I'm pretty sure the E8s. I think they actually can run on 036. And you can run a lot of stuff on 048. I mean, you're not going to run a scale big boy on 048, but you can. I've run plenty 054 rated stuff on 048, no problem. Neat. I don't know if Ben's still in here, but yes, Jeremy is the king of potato Wi-Fi. Oh, Corey, you're going to be there in October again. Cool. I should be there in October, hopefully. Yeah, man, that was pretty cool seeing you on the news. Darren's asking a question, guys, that attend the bandit meets. Oh, Sleeves is taking the smart route. He's flying in. He's not going cross country like Secondhand is. Don saw you on CBS. Luce, that's what's going on. George said, for what it's worth. Yeah, Sleeves, I'm going to York. I'm driving out on Thursday, and I'll be there Thursday and Friday. Plan on going to the club on Thursday. That explains it, Doc. That's why I didn't see him. I'm actually very upset about this, George. I'm not happy about that. BNS said I wasn't planning to come up till Friday morning. You're camping Thursday and Friday. Yeah, Zach will do that to you. He'll talk you into staying longer. He always gets on me that I don't stay long enough. He wants me to stay Thursday and Friday. He's too busy, though, now. Ben said he's looking forward to seeing the progress and would like to do an update video. I think that's a good idea. From what I've been seeing on Facebook, it seems like you guys have done a ton of updating. Lou, I saw this actually. Muffin put out an email earlier saying the 080s are coming at the end of March. So anybody that got an 080, you're going to be getting it soon. And here's Ben's comment for Jeremy. I still think Jeremy should do the drive out on Thursday and just do one day. Corey was there Friday and Saturday. I remember seeing you at York on Friday. I saw you. It was you, Ben, Thomas, and brother James. I'm getting there, Mia. I'm trying to keep up. Looking forward to the Yo-80s. Got the Train World North Pole Central. Ed, what's going on? Oh, we got PGH Train Fanatic. What's up, Nick? Nick, check us out. Show Nick what you did, Mia. Broke her other arm. Aaron, what's up? I'm glad you stopped by. The main reason why I got the Min E8s out was because you Said you wanted to see them on the layout. Here we go. We got Big Rich. Rich, I can't believe you got that package already. That seemed like that actually came pretty quick. Yeah, they were with Jim Gam also. It was a big group. PRR Sean will be there on Thursday. I'm sure I'll run into you there. Salty. No, I'm good. Yeah, Nick, I couldn't believe it. Lauren called me yesterday and she's like, "Oh, the school called me a fell at gym." I'm like, "Hopefully it was just a sprain." Well, nah, it wasn't a sprain. Yeah, it's nothing new for her. I mean, it's the second time now in 2 years. Salty, I'm trying to get Jeremy to come down whenever, if you are still coming out to York and you are planning on stopping at my place, I'm going to try talking Jeremy to come down to run trains and hang out. There you go. This is going to happen. Newt's got an idea. Aaron said he got some new B&O E8s coming tomorrow. He's going to go pick them up. Chat's really going tonight, guys. It's hard to keep up. Yeah, Gus. Salty is still coming. There you go, Jeremy. You got to at least free up one evening or one day. Come hang out. Yeah, Rich, it's an abnormal night tonight. Nick, Newt's asking about the big boy giveaway. How's it going? How close are you getting? I'd imagine it's got to be pretty close to being full. Yeah, Nick, we got some big timers in the chat tonight. Aaron said he's going to York Thursday and Friday. Actually, since I don't think you've seen this, Nick, I actually haven't sent you any pictures of this yet. Let me move this. Or of the current status of the upper loop. Yeah, I don't know if you guys know this. Big Rich is coming to York. B&O just said he fired up his F7s. So here's the backside of, or the opposite side of the upper loop, Nick. And anybody that hasn't seen it yet. I finally got some fish for the pond. We haven't poured the resin in there yet. Just a bunch of trees.
Fishy.
Get over. Yeah, come on. Then I got the cozy cabin over here. I gotta get a backdrop still, but really happy with how that's turning out. I'm catching up on the chat. Thanks, Leaves. Yeah, it's coming. It turned out really nice. I mean, it's pretty much. I still gotta we still gotta do the ballast. We still gotta do the lake, and I still gotta get a backdrop. Ben wants to know if anybody is getting anything from the Atlas catalog. Yeah, Keith, you never know what's going to happen with the kids. Unfortunately, it's. All right, guys, hold on. Mia said she's gone to bed. Aaron's asking where I got the fish at. Actually, I could find those on eBay. I think Jeremy's the one that told me about them. I appreciate that, Nick. Yeah, being there, that'd be a good solid spot right there. Ben Gus is asking if there's anything interesting in the winter catalog. Yeah, Corey, that's kind of what I wanted to go for. Like, I wanted a ton of trees. That way, like, the trains kind of like went into through there and kind of went. Well, I just wanted a bunch of trees. Not so gauge trains. What's going on? Chooch, I appreciate that. Thank you. Yeah, Rich, this is one thing I totally agree with. I wish Atlas would bring out the Steam era classics again, which I think they're going to. I think they was asked in a couple streams. Rich, she got tripped in gym class. They were playing hockey, and she got tripped up. Nate's got some winter box cars. Ben said they had everything, lots of commuter trains and the LED Christmas High cubes and Norfolk Southern SD70s. Big Rich is happy that he finally got 3751. Yeah, I'm really happy with the way this turned out. The cozy cabin's really, I think it's the cozy cabin, but it's really cool because it's actually, it's got like an interior on the inside. Like it's not like fully detailed, but like they put prints up inside of there to make it look like it was, which is pretty cool. Doc said he got the MTH Strasbourg 7-car set and 4 current scheme Strasbourg open airs. Aaron's getting the Atlas holiday cars. Nick, this is what I asked me. I was like, what do you think? Are you like trying to treat this like it's all-star hockey and gym class or what's going on? I didn't really understand it, but I was like, how does that end up happening? Dathan's checking in, just got to work. Aaron got the big boy box car and the holiday box car. Thomas said the Atlas Vision cabooses are fire. New saying Delco Dathan is here. That's pretty intense, Doc. Nick said he was racking up the goals in hockey, but baseball wasn't his strong suit. Don said he got 3 Lionel engines on order. That's a record for him. The 250 440, the Penske K4, and a Line Chief 440. Yeah, I don't know if you guys can see it, but like, see how there's the little bit, you can see like the fireplace inside the cabin flickering. So that turn the lights off, it's a little bit better of a view. Woodland ceilings are definitely nice. Really nice. Rich, again, when I talked to you the other day, you called off work. Those 440s are sharp. I'm still bummed out that they don't have smoke in them. Yeah, guys, radar saying we got 44 people in here. We only got 22 likes. Hit the like button, guys. Rich, I'm guessing you're talking about the live auction today, the stouts. I don't know if you guys saw this last week, but the little moonshine still over in the corner. I thought that was pretty cool. We 3D printed that. That thing's pretty awesome. Yeah, you guys, it's a moonshine still. Thanks, Ed. Yeah, that's what I thought, the stout auction. Matt, that's a Woodland Scenics. I believe it's the Cozy Cabin. It's either the Cozy Cabin or the Rustic Cabin, but I'm pretty sure it's the Cozy Cabin. I run games and trains. Welcome to the stream. I don't think I've seen you here before. Appreciate it, Ben. I think I saw what you're talking about, Rich, and when I was looking through that, and that thing looked really awesome. I can't believe it went for that much money, but Rich. Yeah, thanks. Thanks, George. I appreciate all you guys stopping by. It makes it a lot easier to do a live stream when we got people talking in the chat. Oh, Rich, did you actually get it? I thought you meant you got outbid by somebody. You actually got it. Okay, so Ed said he has the rustic cabin and it's different. So mine is definitely the cozy cabin. I knew it was one or the other. I was actually looking at both of them, but this one's a little smaller, which I thought would go perfect up in this spot here. What's up, Will? Glad to see you stop by. Here's another shot that I really like here. Try moving the camera slowly so I don't get everybody sick. Like if you come up over here closely to here and just catch the train coming through the woods. I think this is a cool. Gonna be once I gotta get that backdrop. But once I get a backdrop, I thought you were new, and I appreciate you stopping by, and I hope you enjoy the stream. Rich, are you looking for like the diesels, the orange and black? If you're talking about those ones, Rich, I think those are actually pretty common around my area. I can keep an eye out for you. I'm sure a ton of people can comment on this. I'm just hoping it's a positive thing. Maybe they'll give them, hopefully, they get more funding and can get us some new tolling or some new different kinds of products. That'd be awesome. Ohio. Yeah, Ben, I appreciate that. I was trying to, like I said, my whole goal was to try to get the train to like kind of be immersed inside like it's going through a forest kind of thing. Which I'd even like to add more trees to it, but then at the same time, if I had too many trees, you might not see, you might not see the train at all. Rich, these are a couple of those troop cars are Atlas, and a couple of them are Weaver. Same tolling, but these are going to be the same cars that Atlas is running right now. I think they released them in the last catalog. So if you want them, this is what you're going to be getting right here. Rich, I would definitely keep an eye out for the diesels for you. Pat, same reply for you. Like I said, there's not much difference between the Weaver and the Atlas. Pretty much the exact same thing. And Atlas is actually running these cars right now. So if you want them, definitely pre-order them because I don't know how many they're making, and I have a feeling they're probably gonna sell quick. Yeah, radar. I hope that doesn't happen. I mean, I hope that I'm just hoping for like positive things. I hope they hopefully get more funding and, like I said, are able to get maybe new tollings and different, maybe some new features added to the engines. All that stuff would be awesome. This is what Nick said is very true. You got to be careful. If you cannot see the Weaver cars in person, I wouldn't recommend buying them because they are definitely known for that. Dawn, I can try doing that for you here. I bought a new camera mount. Let me see if I can get you a nice angle. Now, it might get shaky this time because I got to
What are you trying to do?
More like a view down the tracks in the woods.
You gotta change the mount.
I gotta switch it out.
You're down
Yeah,
in the
pick it up.
land.
I'm actually gonna. Yeah, Rich, those the fish are floating right now. I'm gonna pause that camera so I can move it over here. Go up more. Yeah, it's like focusing in on the cabin. Just maybe just I mean, that's an okay photo. What do you guys think? Newt says Lauren over Mike.
No.
The Weaver cars I got are good, but there definitely are a lot of them that have issues. What do you think, guys? A little higher?
So will that raise it any higher?
I should have made it so I could move the cabinet out of the way and set it right there whenever I wanted to.
Now tilt it down some. Pop it here. That's good. No, too much, not too much. Right there.
All right, the boss said it looks good there. What do you think?
We'll see what it looks like when the train comes around.
Rich says, "What's up, Lauren?"
Hi.
Thanks, Sean. Now, if I had it now I need the backdrop. So if I had a backdrop right there, it would really look really good. But I would 100% agree with this, Lou. Like I said, if it wasn't for Lauren, my layout would probably look like trash. I think we got probably just the right amount right now. Lou said you need to come to York and run a scenery clinic.
No.
I'm trying to get her to do a video of. She's been working. Yeah, she did actually do the cabin area. So she did take some video of that. So I will be getting that up here soon. And I'm probably going to have her maybe do some at the lake, maybe. But I seen that their MTH is rerunning pup trailers again. And I have a really good idea for a trailer flat. Rich Lawrence said she could probably definitely do that for you.
It's gonna cost them. I can do it.
I have a hard time taking video. Like where my couch is, it's hard for me to get video from like the show, like the backside of that barn and the layout at the same time. But it's definitely an awesome view of the layout. Sleeves, I try to support everybody. I try to get everybody's shirts. I'm still very thankful for the people that bought my shirt, which still surprised the hell out of me. But here's Sam. Yeah, this isn't my layout. It's Lauren's layout. I just ran it off of her.
Looks.
Oh, here we go, Lauren.
Yeah, I saw it.
We can get you front and stage
Yeah.
and do a seminar. I think that's a good idea, George. I'll have to talk her into it. I am very lucky that Lauren helps me. Well, doesn't help me out, but does all of my scenery. All right, Sleeves. Have a good night. Rich, I am gonna do that. I was a little upset tonight. It wasn't a pup trailer. It was a trailer flat that was on eBay. I wanted to bid on it, and I missed it. I was setting up for the live, and I missed it by like 2 minutes. And I was not happy. Rich, are you talking about the wood-sided one or the one that I gave away on the live stream? 'Cause I think I'm pretty sure Pat still has those cars in stock. If you're looking for the one that I gave away, I think they're
Mail pouch.
the mail pouch double door. He still had them, at least the last time he did.
Double door plug box car.
Yeah, that's a double door plug box car. What's that, Sleeves? You're on Newt. I was reading the message above yours. I'll tell you what, Lauren, she got a couple of these trees from Temu, and they're actually really nice trees.
That's one right there.
Awesome.
Nice pine tree.
Yeah, Ed, that's not a bad idea. Or I just need to put a max bid in and leave it at that, which I never do. I mean, eBay lets you do that right on there, which it's kind of my fault. Yeah, but she did do a video on like how she did all the scenery on that cabin area, so I do need to get that up and posted here shortly. Once we get the backdrop in there, I mean, besides pouring I don't know if it's like a resin or what it is for the lake, the epoxy for the lake, that's pretty much done. And we got a bunch of people to add to it still. I don't even know what that means, Newt. Jeremy asked how long it took to get for the shipping on those.
Like 5 days.
She said 5
Maybe
days.
it might have been more like 7. It might have been more like a week.
A week. That's not bad.
No, it wasn't too
I don't think Timu's the one that's slow. I think that AliExpress is
It
slow.
depends on where it comes from because there's warehouses for people that sell Timu stuff in the United States, and then some comes from overseas. So the stuff that comes from overseas takes a little longer. And some of the, if it's something that's kept in the United States, it's like 2 days, 3 days.
Exactly, Rich. Lauren would never let me do that. You got me beat there. I'm lucky I have this
We
money.
had a track up in the dining room for like a year.
It was a test. It was a test
Okay,
track.
but it was on the floor in the dining room.
She is right about that. I did have a test track on the around the dining room table for
A year.
probably a year. But if you guys want, let me know. I'll send you the links to the ones she got. They turned out really nice. I was really impressed with them. A couple of them actually kind of look like super trees. The pines are from there too, right? A couple of them pine trees.
This one. This one.
Yeah, they really
This
nice.
one here is. This one.
Do you know how much you paid for them?
I think the pine trees were like $5.
A piece.
Yeah. And I think the ones that look like super trees were like $6.50 or something.
$5 and $6.50.
But those ones that look like super trees, I was able to like break them apart and make like 2 or 3 out of one.
I don't know if you guys can hear it, but she said the ones that were super tree, the ones that look like super trees, she was able to get about 3 trees out of one of them. Pat, it's funny you say that. I actually thought about doing that. That was definitely a thought that came across my mind. But I kind of like, not only do I like running the trains, like I really like the scenery. Like I like, and I feel like I would have had a hard time doing scenery like around and doing that. All right, B&O. Thanks for hanging out. Have a good night. Yeah, Jeremy is right, guys. My front door for probably a year was you couldn't use the front door of my house because I had train boxes stacked from the floor to the ceiling. Jeremy, it's funny you actually say that. I finally can use my front door. I brought the last couple boxes down that I still have left last week, I think. And I also had to go up in the attic and get the box for that flat that I sent to Rich. And let me tell you, it's not easy looking through boxes to trying to find one specific box. I was up there for like 20 minutes trying to find that damn box. And I also found that I have way too many boxes up there, and they need to be. I need to go up there and rearrange them because it's damn near impossible to find something you're looking for. I still wish we would have got that on camera. That probably would have been like one of the greatest things ever. Rich, he's talking about whenever Jeremy came over and we were running his Allegheny and the smokestack caught on fire and was shooting flame out of the smoke. It was crazy. Yeah, Jeremy, at one time it was bad. Thankfully, Sam took care of that problem for me and bought almost everything. Rich, I still got your Lark sitting here. That's like the only thing I have left. Got your name on it. I couldn't believe how long. I didn't think it was gonna be that difficult to find that box. After I went up there and started looking for it, I was like, maybe this is a bad idea. Maybe I shouldn't. I should have went up there and looked for him to begin with first. Now, if somebody buys any of the other stuff, I still got to go up there and look for that stuff. I'm actually very surprised by that too, Jeremy. It's probably one of the nicer looking engines out of the ones that I've had, honestly, and probably one of the more rare engines that I had. I know it'll probably sell if I put it on eBay, but I, I don't know if I want to deal with that. And eventually, it might end up being worth. Usually, if I can't sell something for a while, that's where it ends up going is eBay. Rich, that's not a big deal. I'm very weird about the boxes. I gotta keep all my boxes. Some people get rid of them, but some stuff I should get rid of. I mean, the one thing I did notice is if you keep the box, it makes it very. It's, not only does it increase the value some, but it also makes it extremely convenient to ship. When you don't have the box, it can be hard to ship for sure. I'm the same way, Aaron. I mean, I wasn't happy about having to put them up in the attic, but I eventually ran out of room, and I didn't realize how many I have up in my attic. Like I said, my next project, probably sooner than later, because it's gonna start getting hot, and it'll be too hot to go up there. I do need to go up there and like reorganize, try to get all that stuff in line. I'll tell you what, the M1 is such a nice. I really like that model. It's a nice engine. Aaron, That's one disadvantage of having a small layout. I have boxes under my layout, and it's full. There's no more room. I got boxes almost a little bit of everywhere. Everywhere you go around my house, there's probably somewhere that has Lionel boxes. What's going on, Bill? What's going on, James? How are you? Rich, Lauren said she does not like the idea of renting a storage unit. Yeah, Jeremy, I do the same thing. Yeah, Aaron, definitely let me know. James just got home from his monthly railroad meeting. Bill, this would be ideal. That'd be very ideal. Ohio said they got boxes for everything. You sound like me. I do the same thing. I keep way too many boxes. Like not even just train boxes. I do keep a lot of other boxes that there's probably no reason to keep them, but I still do. Get you guys some New York Central E8s. Rich, nobody's surprised. Rich is at it again, guys. Going heavy. Oh, now it's my fault because I ran mine the other day. This is me 100 right here. I think I have like the boxes up in my attic from like all my Xboxes that I've had. Like all my old phones, iPads. His high school MacBook box from '07. Oh, that's funny. That's a really good name. Your original name is what I'm talking about. It's a good. I like it. Thanks, Pat. Thank you, Aaron. Yeah, I figured I'd grab the milk cars out. I haven't ran them in a while. Yeah, guys, come on, hit the like buttons. I guess we're low on likes. I can't. That's one thing about restream that I'm not a fan of. You can't see that. Oh, there he is. Raised Trains. What's up? Rich, to answer your question, the building to the left is that's Nick's building right there, the Pittsburgh Brewing Company with the light. That's Nick's flat. The one to the right of that, I think that is just a old Lionel building that we've got at a train show, and it was just the front part of the building, so it's kind of like a flat. And then the one right next to it, which let me grab my phone, is the same thing. So this one right here is also like an old Lionel building that we like. Lauren weathered them up a little bit to make them look a little better, but that's all those are. I just hit that switch with my with my stomach and made that car pop off the tracks. All right. All right, let me get back on the chat. I got way behind. Rich, which one did you find? Yeah, Dawn. I mean, the box is the best. Especially nice for shipping. I'm glad you're back, Gus. Everybody's saying hi to Ray. Sounds like Salty bought something from Ray. And we got some people saying about the likes. Newt wants to know how the WTIU is. So does Matt. Ray said he needed a little bit of help, but he got it going. Now he just needs some MTH engines. Here you go, Ray. You got someone trying to give you some information. Rich, I saw you listed your F-19 up for sale. Well, not you, your buddy's selling it. Didn't realize I was your friends. Does anybody in? Oh, I know Newt said he got it. Does anybody else got the 080s on order? I think Sam ordered one too. That'll be cool. Finally going to get some people will be getting some new engines here soon. Rich is giving you a little insight there, Ray. Ray, do you have any engines to test it with? I think You have an RS1, don't you? I thought you did, at least. James said he is downsizing right now. What do you got for sale, James? Maybe we can get you some stuff sold. Salty, I think that engine I told you about ended up selling for almost $2,000. Oh, it's an RS3. My bad. No, Gus, that sounds good. I encourage anybody, if you guys see me at a show or you're at a show that you know I'm going to, I'm always up for meeting up and saying hi, hanging out. It's funny you asked this, Rich, because somebody else, Salty, was asking me about this. April weather is very hard to predict. It could either be 70 to 80 degrees and sunny out, or it could be 40 degrees out and raining. It's very, I just hope the main thing I always hope for is no rain, number one. I mean, I can deal with it being a little colder, but Bill Salty would probably definitely be able to answer this question. I think it was definitely later, and it's like a later thing, but I could be wrong. If I had to take a guess, I'm going to say later years, but I'm sure somebody will be able to give us the information about that. I believe it, Gus. That's what I mean. I live in PA, so I know it can be. Rich is definitely going to be in for some. Better pack. I would pack a hoodie just in case, but I hope we get some. Like I said, hopefully it's just the temperatures I can handle. But big thing that would really suck is if we get snow or rain. Gus, I really appreciate this. That means a lot. It's always nice when you hear stuff like that. Uh-oh. Jeremy says if it's snowing, he'll be able to come. How about rain, Jeremy? We got Art in the room. What's up, Art? When I was told the tacos aren't too good, I think Zach always says that. Or somebody says that. I can't remember who it is. It might have been Ray, actually. I think it might have been Ray. Oh, we got John here, too. What's up, John? I totally agree with this statement. I've about had enough snow for the year, also. I'm definitely over that. John says he's here, a little late. Better late than never, though. We got something here for Rich. Jeremy, this can be done. That's not a problem. Yeah, Art, you definitely did. Let me get you a full screen of those instead of looking at my face. I could agree with this, Bill. And here's also your answer to your question you had, Bill. Art said he got his trains going. Aaron, this is definitely news to me. I thought, like, aren't we getting like some really warm weather coming up here? Like 70 one day, I thought I saw. Sam, Jeremy claims if it rains or snows, there's a possibility that he might be at York. Art, I really like the gray E8s. Any kind of E, the E units are nice engines. They really are. Ohio, I'm hoping that does not come true. I bought, like I said, snow. I'm done with the snow this year. They're definitely really nice, Art. I would agree. I mean, a lot of people always request for me to run them. Ray's given many projects a shout out. Uh-oh, Newt. Art's saying he might be a maybe for Edison. He might be traveling for work. Bill, that is a K line. I think that's actually a smoking caboose too, but I've never even turned the smoke unit on in it. Rich, if you bring a train to my house and you want to run trains, you can run it as fast as you want. Yeah, E units are definitely very nice. I know Art Ray is coming into the modern era. Finally upgraded from that what do you have, a CW80? It's not a bad idea, Rich. Newt's bummed out. He said Ray runs and hides from him. When is Edison, guys? Is it coming up? I thought he upgraded, Art. I thought he told me he got a bigger power unit. Salty, that would be a good legacy purchase for you. If you want to get a legacy engine, the E units are definitely a good one. March 28th and 29th is Edison. I feel like a lot of people go to that show. I feel like there's a lot of you guys that are out that way, actually. It seems like it, at least. Ohio is going to sleep. As always, I appreciate you guys watching the live. Have a good night. Yeah, or you can usually find these. If you find them used, they're usually really good. I mean, the price is usually really good on them. Somebody was telling me that one of them is not worth it for us to drive out there. I think it might have been Edison, unless I'm wrong. But the one that we just missed, Allentown, is the one that they said we should definitely go to. Is Edison the green, like your guys' Greenberg show? Yeah, I would agree with that, Salty. The E7s are nice. I like all the E units. I mean, I think they're all really nice. Yeah, Gus. The one on the left is a PGH flat. The one on the right is just like a cheap Lionel. I think I paid like $5 for that thing, and like I said, Lauren just weathered it up. Oh, Art said he ordered the new Super Bass E7s from the catalog. It's funny because, like, I guess that you could say that about any show. Like, well, besides York, I feel like York has a ton of stuff, but like sometimes our local shows are great. I'm not saying that they're bad, but like there's just a lot more stuff there that I'm interested in. And then there's other times I go and I leave with nothing. But then there's been plenty of times I've left there with a trunk full of stuff. So Chooch said he likes the slant nose ease. Yeah, that's what I always say. It. I mean, don't get me wrong. I enjoy going to a train show to look for trains, but I always enjoy going to talk to people too. Art City agrees with you, Newt. Bill, this will be a salty question. I'm thinking they were probably used for both. Art, since you're in here, and I know you missed the beginning of the stream. I'll show you some of the upper loop. I'm gonna try moving the camera slowly, guys. So I'll give you guys a tour. Here's the cabin I was telling you about. Like it's pretty awesome inside. We got the still here. Here's the lake that's not fully finished. Got some fish in there. Yeah, I'm extremely happy with how this turned out. Let me check back up on the chat. Thanks, Art. Ray said Art's working on water features as well. Ray wants to know if everybody got their Atlas pre-orders in. Smart move on that, Art. I think that's a good call. getting the troop cars because I feel like they're going to sell quick and they'll be hard to find again. Pat said the New Haven was notorious for using passenger locomotives to pull freight. Ray came out my way and didn't even stop by. He had a free invitation to come. Did not come over. Aaron, I went out there to ride the train. It's cool if they do a show too. Did it get delivered yet, Lee, or not delivered? There you go, Lou. You might have Ray out your way. We got 40 people in here. I get this question asked to me a lot, and I'm going to ask you guys. What is your favorite locomotive that you have in your collection? Put it up in the chat. Rich, Pops Trains. What's up? Thanks for joining. Art, you're kind of like me. I get that when I get asked that question, it's like a very hard question for me to answer. Ed saying Hiawatha for him. Art sounds like me. That's I have the same issue. Salty got the M64. He doubled down. He went steam and diesel. Radar says his Lion Chief 2.0 GG1. The Y6B is nice, Sean. The GG1s are nice too. Eventually, I'll probably get a GG1. I feel like I have to get a GG1. Jeremy loves that Class A, which the Class A is a very solid choice. Ray's still talking about the train store this Saturday. Matt says post-war F3s or Lion Chief Genesis. We got a lot of different stuff in here. This is awesome. Everybody's putting something different up too, which is cool. The Scale Hudson is a very nice engine, Gus. I would agree with that. It sounds like a pretty big show, Aaron. The Berkshire 777 is a very nice engine, Lou. Dawn, that is the A5. I don't know if you're talking about the Lionel one, but yeah, Lionel knocks out of the park with that A5. I think so. Really nice. The A5 and the B6. The B6, I feel like, is probably one of Lionel's best engines for smaller. Best smaller engine. But the A5's right there, too. I feel like the B6 just got a really nice, deep chuff to it. Chooch is coming in with the brass K4. Art wants you to keep him in the loop, Ray. Rich can't break it down. He's just saying everything he has S&P. See, this is another solid choice here. Bill's coming in with the J1A. That's a really nice engine, for sure. Aaron's coming in with the Hudson, which that's probably the second person that said Hudson. Hudsons are definitely nice engines. A lot of detail on them, too. Lou's on the lookout, boys. If anybody sees Lion Chief 2.0, let them know. Gus says diesel, the B&O Lion Chief Plus GP7. I love it when you guys put knowledge in there that I don't know. Like, I like learning all this stuff. I'm not a huge into the history of railroading. The Class A is a nice engine. It really is. All right, Rich threw him out what his favorites are. Here's a little bit of knowledge for you, Lou. Sean, this is probably one of the best things that I've seen. I 100% agree with that. I would love for them to do that. Maddie C in the house. What's up? I still think the B6 is probably one. I mean, I don't know how you think about it, Sean, but the chuffs on it are just so good, especially for a small engine. Nate said he's already on the list to get it upgraded. Maddie C's layout's been all the pictures he's been putting up lately, really looking good. There's Bill's agreeing with the GG1 Williams. Salty's right there too. I definitely see the Williams ones come up. No, I wouldn't say often, but they're definitely up there for sale. Bill, if you ever see one come up, jump on it. You won't be. You would not be disappointed. Don, this is a good question. I really like this content. I don't think he's put a video up in a while. Pops Trains, thank you. There's a mix of trees on there. There's actually some super trees on there. Uh, Woodland Scenics, JTT Scenery, and there's actually some trees on there from Timu we were talking about earlier that some of them Timu trees turned out really nice. Yeah, Rich, the V6 is probably one of the best small engines. Matty C knows the chuff on it is amazing. Salty says if anybody's wondering, he can prove that it does 042. All right, Pops Train said his line now F19. I will say the F19 is a very nice looking, detailed locomotive. What's up, Keith? One thing I will say, if you do get a B6, and I think they all come with a tethered between them, just plug it in and kind of always leave it plugged in. I would not recommend plugging it in and unplugging it all the time. All right, Art. Have a good night. Thanks for stopping by. Lou's asking that question, and Salty replied with, all of them will do it. Salty, is the Weaver one any good, or is the Williams one better? Pop says the GP30 for diesel. I hear a lot of people really like the GP30. Salty says he thinks that Bachman should sell the Williams tolling to Menards. Give me a minute, boys. I gotta run to the pisser. I will be. All right, guys, I'm back. Matt's popping off for the night. I appreciate you hanging out. I'm not sure if you're on here or not still. Oh, we got Knack Shack up in here. What's up, man? Okay, Salty, that's good to know. How the hell would I know if it's a later one or not? There's a possibility that I might have a project for Knack Shack that would be a really cool thing to get done. So, have to possibly keep an eye out for that. A Line Master GG1. I mean, I doubt you would see that because, I mean, unless they just took the 2.0 tolling and made a Line Master version. Yeah, next. I saw that. I couldn't hold it any longer. How'd I go? Too many beers. Here you go, Newt. Salty always hits you with the knowledge. Thanks, Maddie. Yeah, I gotta get a backdrop next. That's my next biggest downfall that I have right now. I just gotta get a backdrop, which I probably should have done the backdrop first, but now I'm gonna have a little bit of. It'll probably be a pain in the ass trying to get that in there. What's that new to Crusader? They have one. Well, tomorrow I'm supposed to go to the Home and Garden Show and run trains with the Fort Pitt Division high railers. So that'll be fun. The only thing I don't really care for is the fact that I got to go into Pittsburgh and deal with traffic. And another little issue that I have is I've never really taken my trains anywhere, so I got to figure out how the hell I'm going to pack them up and get them up to the layout. That's pretty cool, Ed. Yeah, Gus. Salty, I agree with Jeremy's idea. It was a great idea, but it's tomorrow and I don't have a case. So, Maddie, see, there's a little bit of a gap between like the stairs and the layout, but the layout's up against the wall going up the steps. I wish I would have taken that carpet off the wall there. I should have done that first. That's a good question. What am I taking to run? Honestly, guys, freight wise, I was thinking about taking the Army train on the upper loop. What do you guys think about that? I feel like that's a good one to bring. Give me some input. The problem is, Nude, is I didn't have enough time to prepare for this. You guys are too much. So, like I said, I was thinking about taking the Atlas and Weaver Troop cars on the upper loop. I think I should add a couple more cars to that. I think that's a long enough consist, or should I add some more stuff to it? Engine-wise, I was thinking about bringing the Mohawk for a steam engine and the, let me get this right here, Erie E8s for a diesel. What are your thoughts on that? Lauren said the Erie E8s. I was like, what engines do you think stand out? That's one of the ones she picked. Max, I 100% agree with that. The Niagara would be a really good choice to bring. The Niagara would be a solid one to bring. The Mohawk. But those are the two engines I'm thinking. What do you guys recommend if you know my collection? Dog pads and tow container. So here's my plan, Radar or Bill. I have a box made for the engine, so I'm good on the engines. The rolling stock, I was gonna bring. I'm only going for the day tomorrow, so I was gonna bring two trains, like two different sets of passengers, like maybe a passenger train and the troop train, but Salty, those are two good choices. Um, Rust Belt, what's going on? Maddie, see, that's also a really good choice too. Um, so I got the engines covered, and like I said, I was gonna bring two different like consists to bring, but I feel like that would be too hard to do. So I'm gonna probably bring the troop, like I said, probably the upper loop troop cars. I could throw a couple more cars in, maybe a couple of tanks or something. The problem is with the tanks and the flats is they're just so, not that they're delicate, but they can fall apart easily, which I don't know how well they'll get transported. And then my other plan is to, you got to like park your car, and then you got to take the stuff up, and then you got to go find a parking spot and come back. So I have a collapsible wagon. The duplex, Rich, really? So I'm going to bring a collapsible wagon with me with the box, and then I got to bring my remote. I got to bring some stuff to film, and hopefully it turns out to be all right. I want to do like a YouTube video on it. This should be fun. My first time going, and I mean I've seen their layout. You guys probably seen it in the lives. This will be the first time I'm actually bringing my own stuff to run down there with them, and I'm pretty sure this is the biggest setup that they do. So it'll be fun. Like I said, I did think about bringing the Niagara because the Niagara is solid. But then I thought I haven't really ran the Mohawk much at all lately, so I thought maybe bringing the Mohawk would be a fun one. The Mohawk and the gray scheme. It looks good. And then those Erie units, I don't know, they're sharp. They're different looking. I think they're sharp looking. That's why I bought them. First time I saw them, I was like, I'd like to have those. I thought about bringing the Sharks, but then they had the train phone antennas on them, and that's kind of asking for the possibility of those getting broken off. So I don't know if that's a good idea to bring those. Kind of what I was thinking, Dawn, because the Sharks, like I said, with the train phone antennas, you really got to watch. If I had a Thomas, I would. They probably would be like, what the? Rich, I'm actually selling my duplex. The duplex is up for sale. It's already sold, actually. I didn't even have to list it. Someone already wants to buy it. Jeremy, I was talking about going to the Home and Garden show tomorrow and what engines to bring. I was saying I think I'm going to bring the Mohawk and the Erie E8s. The only Thomas I have is the baby Thomas. I don't even know where he is right now. Yeah, I don't know where baby Thomas is. Baby Thomas is MIA. I thought about bringing the J1, but I don't know. I think the Mohawk is cool because it's the gray color. You can kind of see it right here behind that caboose. But I'm just, I'm looking forward to it. It'll be fun. I have the Lionel Lion Master one, Rich. The reason why I'm really selling it, honestly, is because I know Lionel's probably going to be making one since they're redoing the duplex. So I feel like they're going to be re-releasing a scale one. So I figured I might as well sell mine now. But yeah, maybe I'll probably bring those cars on the upper loop, and then maybe throw in a couple. Maybe I'll bring a couple flats. Maybe I'll bring a plain flat because the plain flats are sweet. Maybe I'll bring a plane. Maybe I'll bring like 2 or 3 flats also. What's up, Tim? That's sold, Rich. That thing's gone. That's what I think. The Erie's a cool looking engine. It kind of looks like the. No, to me, like the Erie is actually like mint green. Like that's mint green. The New York Centrals are like turquoise. But I'm not the best with Pittsburgh, so And there's probably going to be traffic, which I can't stand traffic. Yeah, dude, I have it up for. I already sold it. Someone's supposed to buy it. I didn't even list it up for sale. Doc, that's another thing. I know people want me to bring something to. I should bring something to run to the club. What I should bring tomorrow is that the Virginian. Nothing would be badass, but I feel like that thing's too delicate to bring. I don't want to break something off of it. I should bring the Atlantic Coastline set, but I feel like everybody would be trying to buy it. I know there'll be some people who would want to buy it for sure, but I should bring it because it's such a nice engine to see in person. Newt, the one that I have is kind of the more rare one because it's the Lionel Legacy Line Master. It has whistle steam. I know the guy, so I gave him I feel like I gave him a better price, but I've seen those like go upwards like of $1,000 for that thing for the Legacy version. I don't like transporting trains. Like it's not an easy thing to move, and the best way to do it is to put it back in the box, which that's another thing. It's a pain in the ass is boxing and unboxing trains. That's not the easiest thing to do either. Steve's Place. Thank you. I really appreciate it. I don't think I've ever seen you in the chat, so welcome. Yeah, it's getting there. I'm really happy with it. We've got to do the ballast still. Ballast the track, put a backdrop up, and finish the lake. And then obviously add in all the people and stuff that we have. But I'm really happy with how the upper loop turned out. Oh, I appreciate it. I know we got some lurkers. That's fine. I was actually looking at those Husky tubs because I know that's what John does, Doc. And I didn't know that Michael sells foam. You have to send me that foam that they have, Doc. Yeah, Rich, that's kind of what Jeremy did. I don't have a speeder, Dawn. I'm gonna try getting you guys a different angle here. I don't know what this is gonna look like. Give me a second. I'll tell you that in a second, literally. Hold on 1 second. Let me move this camera. Do you like that view, or do you want me to move it down a little bit? Let me see if I can get it down so you can see it. I'll move over so you guys can't see me in the picture. That's a cool shot. What do you think? Newt, we all know you're definitely not a lurker. All right, guys. Anybody in the chat? I know some of you guys probably know why, but does anybody know why I named the channel Mad Trains? Let me see if I can turn that a little bit. What's that look like? I'm trying to give you something different. Newt, anybody that knows you knows this is 100% true. I've been laughing my ass off lately with all the chat GBT pictures you've been putting up. Here's Sam's guess. And this is actually what the guy from RMT Train said whenever we saw him and we are talking to him. So that's why Jeremy says that. It was pretty funny. But yeah, it's my initials, which I thought it was a good. I thought it would go good for a channel name. No, I'm usually not a mad person. I usually am pretty happy and pretty easy to get along with. Yeah, Newt knows. Insane about trains. That's what I am. Uh, literally, I don't know if I should ever call you literally or projects or many projects, but I agree. I always enjoy seeing what Newt puts up on on his feed. It's usually very interesting and it's always funny. When he did the one about the smoke fluid the first time of me, I thought that was probably one of the funniest things ever. And it was like a good pick me up that day. I was like, not that I was having a bad day. There was just a lot of stuff going on that day, and then he sent me that, and it definitely I got a good laugh out of it. It was funny. You're talking about right here, Steve. So far, I haven't really had many issues with that spot. It's actually right here for the little pieces, but the only engine that really gave me a problem there is the Dreyfus. Did not like it at all. That's why I ended up selling it because I was like, I'm not keeping the engine that I can't run. And my buddy John brought over a Q1, and the Q1 did not like it. All right, Dawn, thanks for hanging out tonight. I'll see you on the next one. But other than that, I mean, we ran The centipedes will run up there, no problem. Um, Jeremy and I ran our Class A's double headed, no issues. So I mean, for all the engines that I had running up there, there's only been a few that actually gave me issues. All right, Radar, I appreciate you as always. I'll see you on the next one. But I mean, I will caution people that if you're planning on doing an S curve, just think of it as a way that you might end up running into issues. That's why I wanted to say that, because I'm not saying you will have one, but I just try to be as honest and open as I can about stuff. Like if there's an issue with something, I'm going to tell you there's an issue. But so far, I mean, even the J1 runs through there, and it's a big wheel arrangement, pretty far apart, and it has no problems. So I guess it's just. Plus, I think it has something to do with the water scoop tender. That's another issue. Like the water scoop tender definitely isn't a fan of that S curve, but my Niagara has no problems going through it. But that one unfortunately did. And that's kind of partly my problem, Steve's, is the fact that I traced what I did to make that upper loop is I traced fast track, and I thought I had everything connected really well and laid out good, but apparently one of the fast track pieces must have been a little off or whatever, because it I think that's part of the issue is that. Sam, but I feel like your S curve's like full curves though, so like you don't have. My problem is I have like a full 072 and then a full 072, but then I do have that like I have a piece like that like that long in between my two sections, and once I got it up on there, like I said, I traced out the fast track, cut it all, and I got it up on there. And then I started laying the track up on there, and I'm like, shit, this ain't. So like if you look at that curve over the layout, there's actually like there's a couple spots that don't line up 100% like they should, and if it was like 100% like the way it should have worked, maybe it would have worked a little bit better. But it works. That's all. I mean, I'm happy. It does what it needs to do. But that that Dreyfus did not like it at all. I know that. But other than that, like I said, there's only been like them third rail engines were the only other ones I ever had problems with. Other than that, nothing else has ever given me an issue. Yeah, Steve's. I mean, by the time I noticed it, like I already had like all the wood cut out. I would have had to recut that whole other that I would have had to redo that whole section over there, and I was like, that's not happening at this point. I'm not redoing all that. I'd have to go buy a whole other sheet of plywood. It would have been a mess. But it turned out good. And like I was telling Jeremy when he was here, like if you look at my that curve being off a little bit over here, like my oval was it like kind of like does this. So like the one side straight over here, and then the other side coming has a little bit of an angle. So like it's off a little bit if you look at it from the steps. If you have a layout, Steves, but after I got it all up cut and I had all the feet mounted, obviously it wasn't like weathered or nothing. I got it up on there, started laying the track out, and I'm like, shit, this track ain't laying right. And then I got like obviously turned into pissed. I was pissed. And I told Lauren, I'm about to just scratch this whole idea and be done with it. But like I don't get mad often, but when I get mad, I get mad. Like I was frustrated. I'm like, oh, this ain't gonna work. But it it works, and it turned out way better than I ever could have expected. That was still probably the funniest thing I've ever seen. I'm like to Jeremy, I'm like, man, that thing's smoking a lot. He's like, yeah, it usually smokes really good. 2 seconds later, there's fire shooting out of it. No, that's awesome. The shed idea is a great idea. I mean, I've honestly, I've thought about doing that myself, honestly, like behind like a gigantic shed or buying a property behind my house and building a like a garage with an upper level and putting a big ass layout up there. Like for me, my layout is it's big enough now that I can run anything I want to run. It's great, but at the same time, like I like having I would like to have people over and like have a get together. And ask Jeremy, it's kind of tight in here. Like we could do it, but if we had like 10 people down here, it'd be only a couple people could be over in this area where I'm sitting at running trains, and then maybe the other people could be over and sitting on the couches watching TV or video from over there. But it would be tight. But the nice thing about having like a building outside of your house is a little more room. All right, Ed. I don't think I'm gonna be going much longer, so you're not gonna miss much. Like I said, I gotta wake up kind of early tomorrow. I still gotta pack my stuff up. I just hope it all works out good. I should have tried charging my power brick to make sure I had enough power for the show, but I'll just make sure my phone's fully charged and hopefully I can get some video. I like to throw a video together and post it up to help support them guys. Steve's my layout is the perfect fit for a 5x9. Actually, you could probably do a little bit better than what I did and put like a switchback in the middle, like an X, like what Caleb Easter did. I really like how he did his. How he has like he can do like I have a turnaround, but like he has like a dual turnaround. I don't have to stand on the ladder, Salty, so I do have you beat there. But you could also go up there and sit. Jeremy, you better come down when Salty comes the town. If you're missing York, you at least got to come down and run trains, hang out. We all can get olives and peppers. Maybe I will bring the Niagara. Maybe I'll bring the Niagara over to Mohawk. What do you think? Max, he definitely does. He's a trooper. Jeremy's heading out, guys. He got some housework to do tomorrow. I'm gonna go to like 11:15. So, and unfortunately, I gotta get off because I gotta wake up early and pack all this stuff up that I'm bringing tomorrow. Max is saying take the Niagara over the Mohawk. I'll take the Niagara. I'll take the Niagara, and I'll take. Well, actually, they're on the same shelf together. I'll take the Niagara and the Erie E8s. That'll be the selection for tomorrow. What's up, Raymond? You guys talked me into it. I was gonna bring the Mohawk, but yeah, Max, that is an awesome feature. The Niagara isn't gonna work out tomorrow. Or any time, literally. I'm glad you hang out. I'm still waiting for one of those building flats. That's what this is all about, hanging out, chilling with everybody. Lou, like Nack said and Salty said, the Niagara is top notch. She's a beauty. And she's adorable too. Like you don't gotta worry about stuff. I mean, there are luckily it's not like there's a ton of small details on that engine, so you don't gotta worry about stuff getting busted off, which like I said, this is all new to me. I've never lugged stuff to a place before, so you got engines that got a lot of detail and fine detailing on them. You got to really worry about stuff getting broke. Sam, a lot of people that have them say that. Like it's such a good running engine. It's such a cool engine. The features that it has, I mean, like even Tom always used to say, like that engine had so many features. Like whenever it was a Vision Line engine, it had all the stuff with it. Like you got pop off, whistle steam, smokestack, blow down. Sounds great. It's got the oh, I see Thomas. Thomas is actually on the Niagara. That's where he is. He's on the tent. He's on the back of the tender with the pink duck or goose, whatever the hell that thing is. But it's such a solid engine. Force coupler. That was like a true Vision Line engine when it came out. I'm so glad I got the gray one. I mean, not the I like the black one. I'd like to have both of them actually, but the gray one, the gray color on that thing is just it's darker than the Mohawk, but I like it. It's just like it's a solid color. That's what I'm bringing out tomorrow. You guys changed my mind. I'm gonna bring that, the military troop cars. I think I'm gonna throw a flat in there with one of the airplane flats and maybe a couple of them tank flats, and that'll be it. Yeah, Max. Salty always tells me, he's like, that's one engine that I wish I had, which coming from him with all the stuff that he has in his collection, that's saying a lot. The forced coupler is crazy too, Sam. Like whenever you when you run that thing with like nothing behind it and then you hook up to a train and then start pulling it out, it's insane the difference in the sound. So you're saying that's probably the best sounding non-articulated engine. What do you think is the best articulated engine sound wise, Sam? That view right there is a good view, boys. We'll have to remember this for future streams. Oh, I 100% agree, Salty. I would love to have both. I honestly would. That's one. It's one engine I would like to have two of. There's not many that I would like to have. Well, the new engine that I bought, my first engine that I purchased this year, is an engine that I already have, so I'll have two of the same ones. But there's not many engines I'd like to have two of. If I could ever find one for a good price, I would definitely get it. But I know that'll never happen. See, it's funny you say that, Lou. Like, I don't know why, but like the pacemaker Mohawk is not. It's not an engine that that I want. Surprisingly, I don't know why, but I I honestly think the gray is too light on it. I think the gray is. I don't know. Not saying it don't look good, but I could have bought one, but it's one that I'm kind of glad I don't have. Or not that I'm kind of glad I don't have. It's kind of one that I wouldn't buy. I was gonna bring the milk train tomorrow too, but I feel like that's just too much stuff to bring. I think I'm just gonna stick with one train since I'm only going one day. Just switch out the engines switch the engines out a little bit. Blue, that's a tough one because Rich, I've actually been considering doing a trade with you, honestly. Um, Sam, I would definitely agree with this statement. I feel like the Class A is probably one of the best sounding engines, which I know will probably get flack from people probably saying the Vision Line sounds better. Max Rich is trying to get you to do some work for him. But I can't really 100% answer this for you, Lou, because I've never seen them in person. Well, I've seen the Mohawk in person. I've never seen the new. But I think Aaron has both of them, so I think for some reason I feel like he's done a comparison on both of them before. I don't know. I honestly like the all gray better. That's just my opinion. Like I like the gray Mohawk better than the pacemaker Mohawk, which I know some people are probably gonna think I'm crazy, but and I just think that the gray is a good looking. It's a good scheme. Not saying nothing against the if you have the pacemaker ones, nothing against it. Me, preferably, I'd rather have the gray one. But yeah, Rich, I was honestly considering about talking to you about doing a trade. But I would like to sell it though. I mean, money's always better because then you can buy anything you want. All right, everybody. I'm gonna call it for tonight. Like I said, I got that show tomorrow, which I'm pretty excited for. I'm gonna try to get a decent amount of, not a ton of video, but some video tomorrow. Um, and I kind of plan on getting it up quick because they're gonna be down there for like the next week and a half, I think. So I'm trying to get it up there so not that my videos get a ton of views, but maybe help promote them and get some more people to go down there. If you want to contact Nax, here it is. Like I said, I appreciate all you guys that hung around. It's getting late. Some people probably got to work tomorrow. Um, I will see you guys probably in Joker stream on Sunday because I know most of you guys watch him. If not, I'll see you next week. And like I said, look for that video because I'm trying to do the video, make video tomorrow, post it maybe Saturday if I can. But thanks, Sam. I appreciate all you guys.